Hello, what are you up to? Good morning. How are we doing today? I know that staying at home can be boring for some people. Staying at home can seem like could seem like you're being confined to I don't know, but it's not a bad thing. I didn't introduce myself, but I guess you know who I am. My name is Yvonne, and I'm here again just to encourage us once again. I am your event psychologist, and I found that this time of staying at home, it's not so different from a lot of the times I decide to take some time away from. I just thought of the word social distancing. Anyway, just take some time away from everyone and sometimes reevaluate myself, re-examine the reasons why I do the things that I do, and how I do the things that I do, and how I want to be better. And I just realized that this time that we have been all being forced to stay at home. It's not a bad time to I mean, it's a great time where everybody is on a break, and I'm going to be meditating a whole lot more. I have been already. Yes, I'm watching a lot of movies as well. um, I'm also taking time to reevaluate my business, to reinvent myself and reinvest in myself. Taking time to read some books that I have had piling up. um, I'm watching a lot of movies. I'm watching Game of Thrones from season one. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, but ask yourself, I don't want to be like every other person who's out here just giving advice and saying, "Oh, do this or do that, or don't do that, or don't do this, or do it in this way." I've taken time to pat myself on the back, and while I don't want to be that person who's just here to advise you, I want to encourage you, I want to inspire you. I want you to give yourself a pat on the back. First of all, I just really want to thank God for keeping me, preserving me, and giving me the grace and the courage to dream and see my dreams manifest. And the reason I've said that I want to inspire you is because I see you dreaming and bringing your dreams to manifestation. And sometimes it's times like this where you're forced to, maybe not forced, but where you take some time out to focus more on yourself and what makes you you, what makes you what makes you tick. Really, for me, like I say, I gave myself a pat on the back because I have for years wanted to start this, to begin producing scented candles, and I got to do that. I realized that I wanted to own and run my own event management company. I got to do it. I wanted to start my own gift packaging company. I got to do it. I wanted to start my own scented candle line. I got to do it. Even if it seems like sales of the candles or people experiencing this thing is a little short, I see it's a time for me to even take a step back and reinvent myself or reproduce, this person called Yvonne. For instance, now I know that I have started the scented candle line, but I have a whole lot more ideas, or the way I wanted it to be, the way I've wanted it to be, because it's luxury. I want everyone to experience luxury, and in a different kind of way. And it's a time to go back. I have taken time to reevaluate my packaging, to reevaluate the scent, and unfortunately I can't go out now, so I can't even go back to where I learned to begin to replan my scent and all of that. But I'm working it out all on paper, and by the time I get back, it's going to be like boom, one step after the other, one step after the other, and I think it's going to be so much fun. And that is just me, my friends my friends, she and her husband, they call me smell because everywhere around me, I love scented candles, I love scents, I love wax melters, I love, like diffusers, I love all of these things. And those are the kind of things you see me giving as gifts, because I want the world to experience the beauty that I see in these things. And because of that, I've come to the point where I got to the point where I really wanted to produce these things myself and get people to experience it. And I have gotten to that point, and I'm so excited. I know I'm not jumping right now, but I can't explain the excitement that I have done this. And I want to empty myself even before I get back. These are the last days. I mean, the world is coming to an end. I believe we can all see that. I'm Christian, and this is what I believe. I know, I hope that you believe it too, that these are the last days, because these things were prophesied, these things were spoken about in the Bible. So the pandemic that we see, I don't like to give power to that thing, but see, these things are going to happen anyway, and we're going to die anyway. And when I die and when I go back to God, I want to have emptied all that He has put inside of me for the world to experience. And that's part of the reason He created me. And that's my worship back to Him, because He created me to worship. Just like He created the trees, just like He created the sun and the moon, just like He created even the grass. All of these things, as they exist, they are there to worship. And that's what I'm doing. I'm here. If I'm not fulfilling the purpose and exhibiting and expressing everything that God has put inside of me, that I'm not worshiping Him for. So this is my worship to God. And I'm taking time to learn. I'm taking time to learn a lot of things that I said that I will learn. Listening to podcasts, listening to webinars, I'm going to take some classes. God help me. I'm not such a school. I don't like school like that, but I love to learn, and I learn in a very unorthodox way. I'm not the typical student. I could learn from movies. I think I learn my best from movies, really. So put all the lessons that you want to teach me in a movie, and I'll ace that course like crazy. I learn from maybe just talking to people, just learning from people's experiences. I learn in many different ways. So I'm seriously disciplining myself to sit down and read. I'm an author. If I want people to read my book, I should also know how to read people's books too as well. So it seems like we're stuck at home. We're not really stuck. I'm not going to use the word that everybody else uses. I like to be unique like that. We're not really stuck at home. It's a time to go back to God, to take time to take a retreat to yourself, within yourself, re-examine your life. Try to understand who you are, especially for us women. Understand who you are, so that a man doesn't come to define you for himself or for you. Define yourself for who you are, and these are the kind of times that we can define ourselves. And if you have a book to write that book. If you have a book to read that book. If you have planned so many things to do in this time, to learn to bake, to learn to cook something, this is a great time to do it. You have a lot of YouTube videos that will teach you what to do. If you want to learn how to, self-care, your skincare, your hair, or wash, whatever it is, take time to learn, and then declutter. There's so much that we can do in this time, but most importantly, come out better. Come out a better you. Don't come out the same. Don't come out less than who you were. Don't waste all the time watching movies. But if you're someone that learns from movies like me, then take time to actually learn by watching movies. But take time to really re-examine your life, and come out even way better than you ever started this stay-at-home business. And I trust you. I know that this will go out to somebody. This will touch somebody. And you would be better for it. So I'm going back to my smoothies. I'm going back to praying. I'm going back to reading. I'm going back to watching movies. Toodles, and I know I'm going to come out better. I know that there's something I wanted to say. I don't know why I'm holding it back. That's why I've been wanting to end this video. But what I really wanted to say is I'm going to be that person that I said I was going to be. There's one more thing that has been in the works, and the reason why I call myself the event psychologist. I want to help you discover your niche. I'm going to come out even better. I'm going to come out even greater than I was going to become that person. And I know that I'm here to help you. So, but this season, if you want to talk, I'm available. Give me a call, give me a shout, send me a message, and I'll be here to help you. Stay safe, stay strong, but above all, keep the faith, for God